There are 37 days of election simulation, then voting comes along just to end it.
So the annual problem of our generation is finding a candidate to win it.
Like maybe
holding a pixel or hanging a poster.
Or bribing freshmen with chocolates.
discovering answers to elections and charts.
Or interviewing your opponent.
Hey! So stick with us cause the TNN hosts are gonna do it all. So stick with us cause the TNN hosts are gonna do it all. Hello! Welcome to the 2023 Townsend News Network.
Also known as TNN.
We'll be hosting this for the next few weeks.
I'm your first host, Sally.
I'm Aaron.
And I'm Jonathan. Bing!
So you may be wondering, what is the election sim?
Well, basically, it's an imitation of a real-life election at Townsend Harris. There'll be candidates, rallies, and a bunch of other things to do.
How delightful. I heard that this year, the Republican primaries and city council elections will be taking place.
Wait, what's the difference between the Republican primaries and the presidential general election?
Currently, the primary election is used by political parties to determine which candidates will run for state office in the general election.
The state Republican primaries are organized by the Republicans to see who they will pick as their running mate for the presidential election. There has been an influx of Republican candidates, and they overshadow Democrats.
Speaking of the election, I've been hearing the term kickoff rally. What's that about?
Oh, I know. It's kind of like preparing for a big game. You know, a kickoff rally shows support for a political party through large group meetings. You know what I'm saying? This will be a common occurrence during the election simulation.
Wow, I can't wait to meet these candidates. Let's take a look at some of them.
My name is THHS Williams, and I'm rerunning to be a District 27 Councilwoman. And my top priorities include creating better economic opportunities, affordable housing, and development. But I strongly fight for issues impacting women and girls, stopping gun violence, and ending racial and economic inequality. Voice your opinions, vote Williams.
My name is Marilyn Miller, and I am ready to be your District 27 City Councilwoman. And I will make sure that we, the people of Queens, New York, are seen in the agendas of our elected officials. We want leaders of action, not just empty promises. You're always a winner when you vote for Miller.
My name is Sylvana Brooks Powers, and I'm running to be your next District 31 representative. As your candidate, I believe in economic equity, community resources, and free access to education. I want to make our community stronger together, and I want to serve you. Ditch the crooks and vote for Brooks.
My name is Danielle May. I'm running for City Council of District 31. Fix our infrastructure. I'll establish a level 1 trauma center in Far Rockaway, and I will lift the cap in charter schools so our children can stay educated. So remember, folks, on election day, don't delay, vote for me for City Council.
My name is James Zanero, and I'm running for re-election in this district that Townsend Harris is in, District 24. My neighbors need bail reform, clean water, LGBTQ rights, public school funding, a women's right to abortion, and someone who's going to fight for climate change. So don't play games, vote for James.
My name is John Rinaldi. I'm someone who's looking to fight for you, for New Yorkers, and for their families. While the Democrats want to take away what we hold dear as American citizens, I'm looking to fight for you.
Help me spread my seed. Vote John Rinaldi, the Sperminator, NYC.
My name is Shakar Krishnan, and I would like to be your District 25 City Council member once again. I strongly believe that housing should be a basic human right to everyone, and I mean everyone.
Lastly, if elected, I will make sure to improve the public infrastructures of our own neighborhoods. So remember, on election day, don't be bizarre and vote Shakar.
My name is Zile Cow, and I'm running for Republican candidate of the 25th District of New York for City Council. And if elected, I promise to revamp the pathway to citizenship for undocumented immigrants while also protecting them from deportation. So remember, guys, on election day, don't delay, vote Zile! Good afternoon, Townsend Harris. I'm S. Hutchinson, and I'm running to be the Republican presidential primary. I have served as the 46th governor of Arkansas, and during my time, I've greatly improved public education while eliminating overtaxation. So on election day, vote ASA, he leads the way. Hello, Harrisites! My name is Will Hurd, and I will be running for your 2024 Republican primary nominee. I worked for the CIA, and I have worked as a House Representative member. I have seen our country fall into ruins. We need change, and we need change now. Ridiculous health prices and urgent issues of cybersecurity plagues our country. So on election day, vote Hurd to be heard. Hello, Harrisite. I'm Doug Bergerman, and I'm a Republican candidate for the upcoming election. With my experience as governor, I'll take on the radical left by cutting gas prices, lowering inflation, and lowering taxes. On election day, make sure you vote for Doug Berger for president. Don't be a fuck! Fuck Doug!
All right, thank you, Doug Berger. We have Tim Scott.
Hello, Harrisite. My name is Tim Scott, and I'm running for president. I am the candidate that the far left is afraid of. Joe Biden and these radical liberals are tearing down every ladder that I have used to get to where I am now, and I'm not going to let that slide. So on election day, don't drop, vote Tim Scott. Good afternoon, Townsend Harris. My name is Chris Christie, and how many of you hate the government right now? I am the only Republican, aside from Hutchinson, to stand against Trump and reclaim the Republican Party. Let's win the office. Thank you.
My fellow Americans, my name is Mike Pence, former governor of Indiana, former representative, and former vice president. I am here to revive the economy, end bite inflation, give us energy independence, and create thousands of jobs. We'll give states power, defend Ukraine, reduce the need for abortions, and put an end to old man Joe's reversal of America. And remember, vote Pence for common sense.
Hey y'all, my name is Nikki Haley, and I'm running to be your next Republican primary candidate. I'm not only the former U.S. ambassador for the UN under Trump's presidency, but I'm also the former South Carolinian governor. And I was the first non-white woman to do it. Don't be tricky, vote for Nikki!
Citizens of Townsend Harris and my fellow minorities, when was the last time you took a look around and thought this place is really united? Never. America needs to return to the values upon which this great nation was founded, of honesty, truth, and respect for all. The liberal left is lying to you with their climate change agenda and the federal workforce.
Vote Vivek to save America's neck.
Good afternoon, Harrisite. My name is Ron DeSantis, and I'm running to be your Republican nomination. As president, I will promise to make America Florida. We won't be starting Twitter feuds at 3 a.m., nor will we be getting locked up behind bars. So make sure not to vote Ron, but vote Ron. Hello, Harrisite! My name is Donald Trump, and I was the 45th President of the United States. The Democrats have single-handedly ruined this country. They have made our borders unsecure. When I become president again, we will finish the wall, and we will make America great again.
Now, let's take a look at some of our interest groups.
Hey, Harrisite! We're Club for Growth. I'm Malcolm.
I'm Annie. I'm Ann.
Remember, freer markets equals more money in your pockets.
We have Business Roundtable.
Good afternoon. My name is Kayla, and these are my group mates, Joy and Jessica, and we are the Business Roundtable. The Business Roundtable is a nonprofit lobbyist organization that is working to create a thriving economy for the U.S. At our table, there's a seat for everyone.
All right, next up, give it up for the National Rifle Association.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jacob Ashel, and I'm the chairperson of the National Rifle Association. Remember, the only thing that stops a bad guy with a gun is a good guy with a gun. Thank you.
Hello, Harrisites! We are the National Immigration Forum, and we stand for business, Bibles, and badges. Go immigrants, yay! Good afternoon, Harrisites. My name is Winnie Chang. This is Smita, Diana, and Mashua. We are the American Family Association. In God we trust, united we stand against immoral practices.
The American Bankers Association.
Hello, Townsend Harris. We are the American Bankers Association. Our goal is to represent all the banks in America, small and large.
Be sure to check out the full kickoff rally video on our Election Sim website to learn more about the candidates and interest groups.
Today we are here with
Donald Trump.
And Donald Trump, what are you running for?
President of the United States.
Would you like to tell us a bit more about what you would do if elected?
When I am elected again, I'm going to finish the wall, secure our southern borders, and make America great again, and cut down on the national debt crisis.
And why do you choose to run?
Because in 2020, the election was stolen from me, so I'm going back to win.
What makes you better than your opposing candidates?
Everything. Ron DeSantis failed Florida.
And what prior experiences or skills do you have that will help you with this election?
I was the 45th president of the United States. When I was president, there was peace in the Middle East. Ukraine and Russia were not at war. I will make a great president.
And do you believe that the current investigations that are going on would maybe affect your election?
I do not believe it will affect my election because it is a hoax. It is the left wing trying to attack me personally because they don't like me.
And do you think people should overlook your previous controversies and vote for you?
They should overlook my previous controversies because I was the best president, and I will make a great president again.
Any final thoughts?
Let's make America great again.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Raymond, and today I'm here with
Ron DeSantis.
So, can you please tell us a bit about yourself?
Sure. So my name is Ron DeSantis, and I'm running for your upcoming 2024 Republican nomination. And I have graduated from Yale University and also from Harvard Law School. I have worked in the military with the Navy, and I've also had experience as a congressman, and I'm currently the 46th governor of Florida.
Okay. Can you please tell us how you plan to run your campaign this year?
Sure. So this year I'll focus on serving the people and doing everything for the people. I plan to make America similar to Florida, where I've caused the economy to bloom and just succeed in general.
And how do you stand among your fellow Republicans?
So unlike the other Republican candidates, I will not get indicted, I will not get charged or fined, and I will make sure that everything I do serves the people and make sure that our campaign is successful.
And what type of policies do you plan to push for this year?
So this year I plan to push for anti-immigration and just have a solid rule on the LGBTQ rights, as well as strengthening our economy.
Thank you so much.
Good morning, Townsend Harris. I am here with
Vivek Ramaswamy.
So, Mr. Ramaswamy, tell us a little bit about yourself and your background.
I'm a first-gen American. My parents came here from Kerala, India. I was born and raised in Ohio. I went to Harvard and Yale Law School. I'm an entrepreneur who believes in creating things to solve our problems. And I currently have 5 FDA-approved drugs, one of which treats prostate cancer.
So, what makes you different from other opponents that you're running against, like Donald Trump or Mike Pence?
I have a different approach. You see. I want founding fathers, they did not agree on a lot of things. One thing they did agree on, though, was that the people making our policies and our laws are the people who we elected to make our policies and our laws. Not these 3-letter government agencies and these unelected federal bureaucrats who we did not elect and who we cannot hold politically accountable.
And what is one thing you would like to say to your viewers and the other opponents?
I'd like to say that you are not you guys. Vote Vivek to save America's neck.
Now here's a word from our sponsors.
Doesn't seem to matter what I do, I'm always number 2. No one knows how hard I tried. I have policies that I can't explain. Just run where I see votes, they see a friend. World check me out, yeah. Don't vote wrong, vote for Ron.
Can you please introduce yourself and tell us what you're running for?
Hello, my name is Chris Christie. I'm running to be the President of the United States for the 2024 election.
And if elected, what's the first thing that you would do?
Well, the main goal of our campaign is rid Trump of the Republican Party. We must reclaim the country and the party to move forward successfully.
And what are your main goals that you want to achieve?
This is my primary goal, to rid Trump of the political system and put the indicted criminal in jail.
And what makes you better than Trump and your other opposing candidates?
The other opposing candidates do not counter Trump, aside from Asa Hutchinson. It is extremely important that we get this insurrectionist out of politics and reclaim the country.
Any last words for your audience?
Vote Chris, don't miss.
Thank you.
Today I'm here with
John Rinaldi.
And can you tell us a bit about yourself?
Hi, my name is John Rinaldi, and I'm running for District 24 of New York City, Queens. I have 18 children. You may know me as the Sperminator, and I'm running mainly to support them and have them get a better life in New York.
And how do you plan on running your campaign this year?
I mainly plan on tackling the corrupt Democrats that currently run this city. We need reform, and they're simply not applying that. You've all seen the numbers. Crime rates are at an all-time high. Homelessness is at an all-time high. And democratic solutions they just aren't working. So I plan on bringing them to justice for their non-action.
And what do you plan to do for your district?
I mean, I basically just said that. Like, I'm planning to oust the Democrats from their positions and bring them to trial. I'm going to rectify the wrongs that they've done to this nation and solve the big issues like how crappy the MTA is and all the crime that's happening in New York.
Thank you so much.
Good morning, Townsend Harris. I am here with
Zile Cow. I am the Republican candidate for the 25th District of City Council in New York.
So, Zile Cow, is there anything that you want our viewers to know about you? Like, give us a little bit of background.
Yes. So guys, I'm a veteran. I'm an immigrant. Right? I came to this country, and I was on some hard times. My family and I struggled to get our citizenship. And from those experiences, I learned what's the next step in the path for New York, for District 25, right? We need reform. We need reform for the immigration process, for the citizenship process. We need to make it easier for undocumented immigrants to get citizenship in this state, right? Because this state is built on immigrants. This country is built on immigrants, guys,
And what sets you different from your other opponent, right?
I have more experience than my opponent. In the healthcare field, in the housing field, in the political field, I have more experience, and with that comes better policies, better managerial work. I can do things that my opponent can't possibly think to do.
And what are you going to focus on primarily in this campaign?
Yes, that's a very good question. See, I'm going to focus on reform in the immigration process, making housing more accessible and cheaper for those who need it, making healthcare more accessible, because it's a pain to get healthcare right now. It's so expensive, and it's due to the liberals overcharging for the healthcare that we have in New York City. You know what I mean? It's really sad to see how they're taking advantage of these immigrants. And last but not least, very important, we need environmental protection, guys.
So, Zile Cal, what is one thing you would say to your opponent or for our viewers?
One thing I would say to my opponent is I'm disappointed. Right? He's an incumbent. He's already had his term, and he did nothing with it. He did nothing to help the people of this city that need it. Right? Unlike me.
Okay. And to your viewers?
To my viewers, guys, when it comes to voting, don't delay. Vote Zile.
Thank you.
All right, fellow viewers, we hope you enjoyed our first episode and got much information about our election sim and our candidates.
We'll see you next week. Tune in
out!